Morning children, welcome to the online class of social science of class 9. Today we will go through the physical features of India. Today especially we will discuss on the Indian desert. You might have read in junior class that this Indian desert is also called the Thar desert. It is an undulating sandy plain covered with sand dunes. This region receives very low rainfall, even below 150 millimeter per year. It has arid climate with low vegetation cover. Streams that appears during the rainy season only, and soon after they disappear into the sand. You know better that only one popular river that flows through this region is the Luni River. Now Barachans basically refers to crescent-shaped dunes. These barachans covered large area, but longitudinal dunes becomes more prominent near the Indo-Pakistan boundary. If you visit Jaisalmer, you will get opportunities to see the group of barachans. Now the coastal plain. The Indian Peninsula Plateau is flanked by stretch of narrow coastal strips running along the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal on the east. The western coast, sandwiched between the Western Ghat and Arabian Sea, is a narrow plain. It consists of three sections. The Konkan, which is stretched between Mumbai and Goa, the Kannada plain and the Malabar coast. Now the plain along the Bay of Bengal are wide and level. In the northern part, it is referred as the Northern Circus, while the southern part is known as Coromandel coast. Important rivers that flows through these regions are the Mahanadi, Godavari, the Krishna and Kaveri. They form extensive delta in this coastal region. You might have heard the name Chilka Lake. Yes, this Chilka Lake is an important feature of eastern coast. Now let us go through the island. You have already seen that India is a vast mainland. Beside this, the country has two group of islands. Number one, the Lakshadweep Island, and number two, the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now children, this Lakshadweep Island lies close to Malabar coast of Kerala. This is a group of islands composed of small coral islands. Earlier, these islands were known as Lakshadweep, Minico and Amindweep. In 1973, these group of islands were named as Lakshadweep. It covers a small area of 32 square kilometers. Kavaratti Island is the administrative headquarters of Lakshadweep. This island group has great diversity of flora and fauna. The PT Island, which is uninhabited, has a bird sanctuary. Now you see the elongated chain of islands located in the Bay of Bengal, extending from north to south. Yes, they are called Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They are bigger in size and are more numerous and scattered. The entire group of islands is divided into two broad categories. The Andaman in the north and the Nicobars to the south. It is believed that these islands are an elevated portion of submarine mountain. These island groups are of great strategic importance for the country. There are great diversity of flora and fauna in this group of islands. These islands lies close to the equator, so it experiences equatorial climate, has thick forest cover. A detailed account of the different physiographic unit highlights the unique feature of each region. It would, however, be clear that each region complements the other and make our country India richer in its natural resource. The mountains are the major source of water and forest wealth, while the northern plain are the granaries of the country. They provide base for earlier civilizations. The plateau is the storehouse of minerals, which has played a crucial role in the development of industries in our country. While the coastal region and island group provide site for fishing and port activity. Thus, the diverse physical features of land have immense future possibilities of development. So, children, that's the end of the chapter. But even after going through this audio, you must read the book. If you like, you can subscribe it. Okay, thank you.